Anxiety disorder is a disorder caused by high amounts of stress. The stress causes you to feel moments of panic and you just feel like you can't get anything done. Well, one cause of anxiety disorder could be work, school, just people in your daily lives. Many teenagers suffer from it because of too much schoolwork, also doing jobs, as well as their family lives. The biggest problem that we have is people not getting help with their anxiety issues. There's many medications you can take, as well as just simply talking to someone about it or taking less on at once. There's a graph right here that shows the issues that cause stress, and it says judging personal lives, lack of job security, people issues, and workload. Workload is generally the highest option that people have when it comes to stress. Workload usually is what causes people to have panic attacks and anxiety attacks. They usually can't help them. It's just if they have too much on their plate, it just stresses them out and they just don't know how to handle it. The only way to really solve that is to do less, which isn't always an option. And I have another chart, and it shows the percentages of people who actually get help out of all the adults. And from 2004 to 2008, it has been a decent 13% and has not really changed much. 18% of Americans, as well as people in the world, suffer from anxiety disorder. They just refuse to get the help that they need because they think they can live with it, and many people have issues with their day-to-day lives because they suffer from it. I have had panic attacks before, and they're not hard to go through. They just kind of scare the people around you. The biggest issue people have had has been they're at work and it just gets too much and it causes them to panic and they can't finish the job that they already started. According to Lumen, it's a huge psychological issue that many people suffer from, and they're trying to come up with an issue, but only 13.4% of adults have received treatment and have wanted to receive treatment, which causes them to not be able to figure it out as fast. Now, anxiety has led to suicide as well. Sometimes it just gets too much for people and they just decide they can't take it. There's, charts by the American Institute of Stress that shows, what the causes of stress are, like I showed before, and, there's poor relationship management, lack of work and life balance. There's many reasons people suffer from anxiety disorder. One of the biggest ones is people expecting too much out of you. If people are expecting you to get straight A's and you have a B+, it can cause you to stress out. And then you think little of yourself, which makes the anxiety go higher, and it could lead to depression, which sometimes leads to suicide and makes things 100 times worse. But having a lack of job security is only 6%, and that's because people stress out that if they get fired, then how are they going to pay bills, and that just adds a whole new level of stress. The biggest issue, though, other than workload, is people issues, and that's 28%. People going around and not getting along with others stresses them out. They feel they're alone, have no friends, which also leads to depression. Anxiety disorder is nothing to be ashamed of. It's just some people can't handle it as well as others, and it is a very hard concept to understand. But the biggest thing is we just need to let people get help and let them know that it's not something to be ashamed of. It is something you live with, and it is something that everyone in the world deals with at some point or another. Just some might not have anxiety disorder, they just might be stressed. Because everyone gets stressed at one point or another.